everybody. Are we live? Are we looking good? Are we live? Are we looking good? I feel kind of quiet. Okay. Maybe this is better. I'm sure I am a little quiet. I'm always quiet. My phone just buzz? I don't know. Doing this to avoid the doom. Live now. It's a shitty day in America and elsewhere, I'm sure. Our problems are not unique in this country, however, they are not good. I'm gonna be opening this bad boy to give me some serotonin. Give me some dopamine hits from pulling shiny pieces of paper out of a shiny piece of foil. You gotta do whatever you can to stay alive. And to stay sane. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't be sane in this life. Hello, Frey. How are you? How are things in the Great White North? Also, how's my audio? Here, America is fucked. Are you getting... Yeah, I was gonna say, are you getting much snow? I don't think it started here yet, but it has been frigid. It has been frigid. We've got an ice problem here in America. It's too cold. We need somebody to melt all the ice. Some sort of large heat instrument that would defrost our streets and our cities and our countries. Yeah. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? I gotta put my boots on. But despite the ominous, I didn't put on Blueprint's soundtrack thinking it would be ominous, but that's a pretty ominous game. Blueprints is great, by the way. I hit credits on Blueprints, and it's really, really outstanding. Frey, it might be of interest to you. I wouldn't say it is like Outer Wilds, but the emotions and experiences I've felt playing Blueprints are probably the closest I have felt to Outer Wilds in video games. Anyway, it's time for another video game. This one's in card format. I have also played and finished Digimon Story Time Stranger, and it's great. I loved it. What does Steam say I have? Steam says I have 97 hours in Digimon Story Time Stranger, and I still haven't played the second DLC, which just dropped like a week ago. And everything I have heard about it, it makes me think it's probably going to be a lot more enjoyable for me personally because of the Digimon in the DLC. The new Digimon are like some of my personal favorites, and then also some of the characters in the story. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I think Blueprints is cool in concept. It got really mixed reviews. Well, not really mixed. It was like highly praised and highly awarded. But there were people who were like, this game is like really brutal, not in terms of like difficulty, but just like the RNG is just so hard. Maybe I'm a god gamer, maybe I just got really good luck, or maybe it's all in the post game, which I'm just kind of starting, but like through 20 hours of the game, I have really not found it that bad. Like if you've played any like serious luck-based roguelike, you will be fine with blueprints. That is to say, like any kind of roguelike that doesn't give you a lot of tools to manipulate your luck, like forcing certain items and that kind of thing. Anyway, let's open some cards because I'm going to be here for a while. As you can see, I've as usual put up some things that I'm looking for. I have to be honest, it's really just the Medusomon line. Despite loving this game, I'm not really loving any of the like super rare cards in this set. I gotta remember how to open these from the bottom. Right? From the bottom. There we go. Jupitermon is one of the secret rares, yeah. I wish it were Junomon, because I want Junomon more. We got Abyss Sanctuary, Throne Room, Peepomon. What the fuck is that? Cyclonemon. Hey, that's kind of a Medusomon support, at least. It's Dragonkin, and it's got Raid. Oh, Bukamon, Goblimon, Caramon X. Oh my god, I didn't even know this was in the... I didn't even know Caramon X was in this set. I don't have a Diaboromon deck, but... Metal Greymon for a Titan deck. Ooh, it's a blocker. Ryudamon. There's a Lamiamon, number 1. I'm expecting to get a lot of these, so... They're only uncommon, and I've listed like 4 of them together, so the number's gonna go way up. But yeah, this is a really great support for the Medusomon deck. Yo! Thanks, Sam. I hope you're doing all right out there. I'm so sorry that I didn't get a chance to link up with you while I was in California. I don't know how realistic it would have been because I was not really in control of my transportation. I was getting rides with other people. But I had a lovely time out in Monterey. Oh, Saeed, I know I've not been on for long, just 5 minutes. Saeed, my brother, we've been talking a lot today already, but I hope you're doing well. I can say it with my own lips. Hope you had a fun time watching Holes. And that you're having a great night. This is just my first. This is my first little pack that I've opened, and I've already gotten one of the cards I wanted, and I'm not even done with it. Hyogamon. Oh hell yeah, Aegyokusmon. So I didn't put him on the. I didn't put him on the list, but I was contemplating putting Aegyokusmon on the list. So I'm happy to get one. Beautiful. I'll try to get a close-up. This card looks so good. Also, I like Aegyeomon a lot. I don't know why I'm not more hyped for getting this line. I think I just said, like, Jupitermon's a secret rare. I can't even count on getting it, and I don't know that I would go out of my way to purchase it. So I had just kind of written off. I've gone into this assuming I'm not going to get a lot of Aegyeomons or Aegyokusmons, and certainly not Jupitermon. But maybe I will. I'll be very pleased if I do. This card's really sick. And a rare... I didn't even realize this was a rare. Raidramon. That's pack number 1. Igyokusmon. Yeah, I was pretty wicked busy, but I did have fun. Oh, and yeah, so I was in Monterey, and Sam, like before I saw you tweet, there was a little farmer's market in Monterey that I walked through. Maddie and I walked through. We didn't buy any fresh produce because I was staying at a hotel and leaving the following day. But we walked past like a little theater in Monterey, and it was like, oh, Steve-O, January 14th. And I'm like, whoa, Steve-O is playing at a theater in Monterey, and I'm missing him by one day. And then you said you had to miss out on Steve-O. So we both, I admittedly didn't have tickets. I wasn't planning to go, but I can at least give you some semi-solidarity on having to miss out on that. Hey, we got another Peepo. It's a Peepo. Yeah, that's a Peepo. Cyclomon again. Kamemon. It's Wanyamon. Wanyamon's, I feel like, has been in several sets consecutively. Kokatorimon, or Cockatrimon, it's a cockatrice. Gatomon, I didn't even know there was a Gatomon in this set. How cute. Piximon. Submarimon. In the English dub of the game, he's got like a cowboy voice. He's a submarine, and he talks like he's a cowboy. Hakumon. Central Town Throne Room. Another Rydramon. It did not take long. Look at her. Illustrated by Koki, one of the Digimon card game goats. Beautiful. I knew I was going to get one this time because it's only rare. Like, as Noah knows, my very first box of Digimon cards that I bought was had Medusamon in it, but she was a super rare, which you'll get some super rares, but you're not guaranteed to get any super rare, any particular super rares. And I totally struck out with Medusamon. Noah did not. Noah got a Medusamon and I didn't, and I was so jealous. However, this one, they're only rare in this set. It's a little easier to come by, and I just got notified today that my 2 Medusamons that I pre-ordered months ago have shipped. So all is well. My deck is finally gonna happen. That's one Medusamon. One of my favorite Digimon designs ever. It's pretty new. I mean, it's a new Digimon, but a lot of the new ones they make, I really adore. They have not lost their touch when it comes to designing Digimon, I don't think. Pack number 3, Docmon, excuse me. Kokatorimon again. We'll see a few of those, most likely. Protecmon. He attack, he protect. Kyokomon. Vilemon. Oh my god. I forgot this guy existed. I have seen him once before. It's like a flying little goblin. Red-black that looks like a Greymon. Another Kamemon, little turtle. Invasion of the Titans. What does this do? Draw 2, trash 2. When any Titans are played, delay. You can play a level 5 or lower Titan from the trash. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. For a Titan deck, anyway. blimp. How's everybody's night, by the way? I mean, I know I'm kind of having a grumpy night. Skull Seedramon. Speaking of cool new. It makes the Titans show up. Yeah, naturally. Skull Seedramon. Another new design. Another new Digimon. Believe this is the first Skull Seedramon card. Is it rare? Yeah, I assume so. And a Master Blimpmon. Hey, we just got a Blimpmon, and now we got another. We got a Master Blimpmon. This is another new design. I wasn't exactly looking for any of those cards, but I love to get some variety. I don't think any of those were alt art. I didn't see any stars. We haven't pulled a single tamer yet. There aren't a ton in this set. Actually, that was one of my disappointments with Time Stranger. Is I thought, Hiroko aside, my favorite. Other than Hiroko, there weren't that many interesting human characters compared to Cyber Sleuth, which had a really stacked cast. Salamon. Ikakumon. Vilemon. Snow Goblimon. Locomon. Super Hacking. Ginryumon. Biomon, not Biomon. Skullbalukimon. Temple of Beginnings. 7th Graviton. Oh, speaking of tamers, we got Dan and Yuki. That's actually great. That's, I think, the second rarest tamer in this set. Dan and Yuki. I said Dan and Yuki. Dan and Kanon. I should know that because I played as Kanon in the game because she's got that cute haircut. This is just like a pretty multi-purpose Time Stranger tamer. So you can run this in pretty much any Time Stranger deck. I'm glad I got one. I got one Ami Aiba and one of the boy Aiba, whose name I forget, in the last two sets. So I now have one of each of the protagonist tamers. Did you know they're adopted, by the way? That's an in-joke from the game. The joke is not that they're adopted. The joke is that people are constantly reminding you that you're adopted. Parrotmon. Shamamon. Tsunomon. Oh. Hisharyumon. Hey, we got an Elizamon. Also illustrated by Koki. Skullgreymon. Hugamon. Ooh, Revivemon. Neat. It's an Appmon. But it's a dragon with a bigger dragon in its chest. And another 7th Graviton. Damn. This is for the Creepymon deck. X-Antibody. Which, I have to say, I'm not very invested in the 7 Great Demon Lords other than Beelzemon. I have another rare card. Actually, it's the first card that I've actually, like, damaged. I accidentally, when I was putting them all away, I have a big storage box now. And when I was putting them all in the storage box, I, like, clipped the bottom of a rare Demon Lord option. And it bent the corner of the card a little bit. It's like a $2 or $3 card. I just threw it away. I threw away $2 or $3 if I ever decide to sell that card. Where Garurumon? Hey, Getting a... Where Garurumon? Common. Seventh Graviton. They had the... Is that a Gravity Rush reference? Oh, here's the first Gomamon. This is a really funny looking Gomamon. He was not my starter, so I'm waiting for the Devimon, the Devimon. We gotta find Juice Box. Asuna Shiroki. What does she do? Oh yeah, she does have 3 Musketeers, so she's a BL Starmon tamer. Yeah, Gomamon is looking very naughty. Who are the starter Digimen? There are women, yeah. She's a woman. Frey, have you ever seen BL Starmon? I'm probably not. How do you feel about Underboob? Because BL Starmon is sort of the Underboob Digimon. And she's the tamer who is associated with that. Another Master Blimpmon. And what? A second Asuna Shiroki has hit the building. This one's an alt art. But it's not her alternate costume. It's just her standing outside of the Tokyo Metropolitan Building. I'm not gonna complain, but if you have a character who has 2 different outfits, why not make one of those the alternate art? There might be a third alt art with her catsuit costume. But I'm not gonna complain about getting an alt art card. I am not. We got double Asuna. You know, I have a BL Starmon card from the Beelzemon starter deck that I want to get rid of. I mean, not get rid of. I want to take it out of that deck and put it in a deck that really values BL Starmon. Now I have a tamer for it. Tapirmon. There he is. There's Juice Box. You guys remember Juice Box from when I streamed the demo? He's kind of an evil looking motherfucker. Well, I guess he's a literal devil. He is a literal devil. I turned mine into a mommy. Guilmon. Skull Satamon. Medicmon. I turned my at least Comfy Gaming Corner knows Mastamon. My juice box became a Mastamon. Docmon. Soul Fear. Hey, we got Demetramon. That's another of the one I'm looking for. And speaking of mommies, we got the squid lady herself, Calmaramon. Damn, girl. Oh, and her twin, Lanamon. You forgot that you named your PC Big Help You? Because that's right. Big Help You, my self-created inscription card. Lanamon and Calmaramon turn into each other. They're alternate forms of the same guy. But Lanamon's really cool. I love Lanamon. She's a conniving demon, but she is cool. Oh, and Minervamon. I have to admit, I like Minervamon. But I wasn't, like, thrilled to have her card. I don't know why. I should have put her on the list. You know what? I'll do that right now. I'll do it. That's the regular art, yeah. Splatoon. Wanyamon, Tsunumon, a lot of babies, a lot of eggs. Vadimon, oh, of course they made Koki draw Vadimon. Growlmon, Skull Sadamon again, Piximon, Gigimon, here we go. Baby Elizamon. Ooh, and the unique emblem. This will also be going in my Medusamon deck. I didn't put it up here because it's... I guess it's also uncommon. Maybe I'll include it in the count. And then, holy cow, Rydramon number 3. They really want me. They really want me to do the Hackmon, Hack Protect Peepomon build. Speaking of boobs, we got Venusmon in the house. Holy cow. I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan, but, you know, if she's bad, she's bad. I'm watching streamer Jahara Jade's playthrough of Time Stranger, and she just met Venusmon today, this afternoon, in fact. And she was stunned. Yeah, I agree, Arukenimon still wins for you. This is just kind of trying too hard. You know? It's just trying too hard. This is like what a non-pervert thinks perverts want. But the real perverts want Arukenimon, you know? It is an amazing ponytail. That's a lot of hair. She needs all that hair to counterbalance, because like her neck and back problems are brutal, but by having, you know, 8 pounds of hair, maybe it sort of counterbalances the rest of her. Neat. If I get a Poseidon, I will probably build that deck. Heavy wigs give you headaches. Can't imagine her pain. Having like a hair tie in gives me a headache. So I really can't imagine her pain. Taking a shower and not drying my hair gives me a headache. She's really built different in more ways than one. Garurumon, or Growlmon. Super hacking. I just saw an Elizamon. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm not trying to skip these guys. Elizamon number 2. Shock Plasma. More Agiumon. Support. Oh, and a Dimetramon. And Megidramon. Focus. I've had a relatively better time getting the cards to focus today than usual. Oh, and here's the Creepymon X to go with our Super Gravitons. I have to say, Creepymon, really boring. Really boring 7 Great Demon Lord. I'm not a fan. He's cool, I guess. I mean, he's a big purple demon. In fact, his Japanese name is Demon, or Daemon, really. And they censored it in America by making it Creepymon. Because, like, he's just a demon, right? He's just a generic demon Digimon. And they're like, how do we not say demon so that we don't get canceled by the religious right? But, like, he has no other distinguishing features other than the fact that he's a demon. So, like, we can't name him. Like, Myotismon was Vam Demon, but they're like, well, he's got bats going on, so what if we just rename him to the scientific name for bats? Okay. Creepymon has nothing else going on, so they're just like, he's creepy, I guess. People are calling him the 7th mid-demon. Yeah, the 7th mid-demon lord. There's only one actually great demon lord. Maybe 2 actually great demon lords. I would say Beelzemon and Lucemon are both pretty great. And Belphamon sleep mode is pretty great. And then it gets boring when it wakes up from sleep. Oh, I actually like Leviamon a lot. Okay, 4 great demon lords. But Barbamon, Creepymon, Awoken Belphamon, and I can't even remember the 7th. The rest of them all suck. Vadimon. Oh, you know what I didn't do was this. I got a Gigimon, an Elizamon, a Demetramon, and you know what? I'm gonna count. No, I'm not gonna count Blazing Saddle or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm not gonna count the option card, even though it is useful, and I am looking for more, but I'm not gonna keep track of it. Dezip? I've never heard of this. I looked at the card list. And I didn't even notice this. Dzipmon. It's in like a gimp suit. What the hell? It's Bruno Bucciarati. Okay. Another Lanamon. That's it for this pack. 2 Lanamons ain't bad. Dzipmon. Apmon's crazy. I still know nothing about Apmon. Still. I've been fixating. Digimon's been my fixation for like almost 2 years now. A year and a half. And I still don't know anything about Apmon. With a Freak Mastermon. Oh, we got another Gigi. And another Peepo. Another Caramon X. Another Abyss. I'm getting a lot of water support. I just need a Neptunemon. Hey, you know what I see right there? A Lamiamon. And a second Aegyokusmon. Ooh. And Titamon Skullbalukimon. It's a double. It's both of them. Cool. I will add a Gigimon and a Lamiamon to the list. And hey, 2 Aegyokusmon's actually better than I expected. If I get a Jupitermon, I will pop off. Still haven't seen a regular Aegyomon. But 2 Aegyokusmons. I do have the Titamon from the last set, so I might throw together a Titamon deck. Especially given I have Skullbalukimon too, and that I pulled a few packs ago. Another juice box. Is this the fourth or third or fourth Cyclomon? Third Goblimon. Another title stream. Central Town. Invasion. Lanamon number 3. Dzipmon number 2. That's kind of a nothing pack. Nothing new in it, anyway. You'll get a couple of those. There's only so many cards. Skipped one. Caramon. Peepomon. Digimon number 3. I would really, really love to have 4 Digimons. Although, I don't know that... I already have a couple from a previous set, and I don't know which one I like better. I don't know which one I'll use. Shellmon! Shellmon in this set digivolves into Venusmon. She's got him out. She's got him fully out. Cover those up, ma'am. Hey! Another woman. The Crossroad Witch. I believe this is Shu Yulin before she joined the police. But I've never read Digimon Seekers, so I don't actually know that. It's just a very cool card, I have to say. Oh yeah, it says right there, you may play Shu Yulin. Her name is also treated as Shu Yulin. Was that my rare? Yeah, I guess it was. I'll take it. She's cool. I think the Mind Link Digimon. Not that I approve of the Digipolice, but I think they're like good in X antibody decks, so I'm kind of happy to get one. Fuck the Digipolice though. No sign of Styracommon. I would not mind getting a Styracommon or an Owen Dreadnought. Maybe 2. Master Blimp. And Aegyokus number 3. Holy cow. I'm not mad about it. If I get a 4th, that's not bad, is it? That's not so bad if you think about it. That's 2 hot dogs per person. Devimon. I don't think I've seen a single Patamon. That's the 3rd starter. Salamon, Metal Greymon, Sonic Shuttle. Oh, I spoiled myself a little. I saw the guy. There he is, looking all cool. With his zippers and buckles. This is the Medusamon tamer. Neat. It's Owen. Oh. And a Divermon. We're getting a lot of these Aqua. It's always zippers and buckles, it sure is. We're getting a lot of the water cards, I have to say. Maybe that's just math, because there kind of are a lot of them, but... I'm not not mad about it. It's not really what I was looking for, but I'm certainly not going to complain. If I could get a Neptune Mon, I'd be excited because that would sort of complete the set. Who is this guy, and why does he look like Mercury Mon? Or not Mercury. Yeah, Mercury Mon. Interesting. A lot of the Appmon, one thing I do know about Appmon is a lot of them are sort of alt-universe versions of other Digimon. So if we see a Hadesmon, for example... I didn't know Sylphimon was in this set. I guess it makes sense, since there's a Gatomon. Interesting. Sylphimon's a weird looking Digimon. Is that that's my rare? Sylphimon? Really? Really? I think we're... What's that? 16 out of 24? We're 2/3 of the way there. Greymon and Metal Greymon back to back. Another Lamiamon number 3. Happy to see that. Muchomon! Soul Fear. Skull Seedramon. Hey, look at that. It's Homer. The blind bard himself. Homeros. Japan will really turn anybody into an anime girl. I'm not kidding. Homeros is really cool, though. And it is, of course, a secret rare. Start of main phase. Gain 1 memory. If you have 5 or more memories, suspend this tamer and draw 1. That is crazy. Well, that is the rarest card we've pulled today. I should put it in a top loader or something. I know I remember Frey loves Homeros. Just a sleepy little Bo Peep. Homie Rose. We got rows upon rows of homies. Another Digimon. I think that's number 4, isn't it? Hell yeah. Rarest card, cute vibes. Another Asuna. Another unique emblem. Blazing Saddle. Submarine. Ooh, and the In-Between Theater. That's a rare card, huh? That's where Homeros lives. In the In-Between Theater. Hey, I was just talking about Hadesmon. So, all of the Olympus 12 are named after the Roman gods, and then the Appmon have Greek god equivalents. So there's Plutomon, and there's also Hadesmon. But strangely, Hadesmon looks more like Jessmon than like Plutomon. So that's kind of interesting. It's cool. I'm not sad to pull it, even though I don't have an Appmon deck at all. I've got 6 more packs. 6 more. Oh, and then the special box topper, which I don't actually know what's in it. could look it up, but maybe I'll just choose to be surprised and not disappointed by what I don't get in the box top. Come on. Parrotmon, Bodymon, Super Hacking, Shamamon, Ammonite Shyamalan, Waymon. Hey, have I pulled a Waymon? I might have and just skipped over it, but it's another water. It's another water guy. Well, well, well. He says that in the game. Come on. Get out of there. Number 4. Oryumon. And another Magidramon. So far, so good. I haven't seen Best Girl Hiroko yet. And I haven't seen Styrakomon. But I can kind of live without either of them. I do already have a Styrakomon from the previous set box topper. Or Hiroko I got on my previous box top. And Styrakomon, while it is very nice in a Medusumon deck, isn't 100% necessary. So I'm already coping. I haven't even finished the box. But I've gotten several things that I'm really happy about, so I'm not gonna complain too hard. Would love a couple more Elizamons. And or Demetramons. That's Blazing Conductor number 3, which is about, I probably wouldn't want 4 of them in the same deck, but maybe I would, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, this is the first Elecmon. This is Baby Aegyokusmon. But we still don't have an Aegiomon. Oh, and another water Sharkmon. I think that's the whole set. Sharkmon's kind of cool. We're getting a lot of water guys, but no Neptunemon. Getting sloppy. Skipped one. More Wa'a. Wa'a. Whoa. It's the hacker. It's the hacker guy. That's the Skull Seedramon again. Alright, alright. Few more. Ikakumon. Shamamon. Guilmon. Wargrowlmon. I've gotten quite a few of the Guilmons. Ooh, I see red. I see red. It's another Elizamon. I wanted that. And, oh, I skipped one, but, I mean, we saw it. We got another Hiroko. Saito Shukasan. I think this is this is a different Hiroko than the box topper, but you never saw Hiroko, Frey? This is her. She's also my favorite. She's great. She's great. And she has, I think, a big role in DLC 2. which is why I'm very excited to play DLC 2 when I get a chance. Cool. Yeah, I love Hiroko. And another in-between theater. But we know who the main attraction is. Alright. I've got 2 packs left. If one of these has a Styrakomon, I will have, for the first time ever, gotten literally everything I want. The odds aren't good, I have to say. But I'd be mighty pleased if I did. I'll survive either way. I'm not going to be complaining. Worms for luck. I guess I didn't get a Jupitermon, but, you know, I said Jupitermon or Homeros as a way to say, like, either one of them I will be pretty happy with. I don't really expect to get both. Shellmon. Sharkmon again. Alright, one more pack left. That was pretty much all duplicates, which is not a surprise at this point. We are at the bottom of the barrel. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ginryu, Tsunoma, Kamema, Tapmon, Sanctuary. One more Demetramon for the road. Love to see it. That'll give us an even 10. Come on, come on. Free yourself. There's a rare. Is there one more card in here? Hey, not too bad. We almost made it the entire set without getting the guy on the literal cover. Well, we didn't get the girl on the literal cover. I can live with that. She's not very interesting. But we got the guy. We got the box art guy. Aegyomo. Alright, well... no Styrakomon, but I'm alright with that. I don't need him. Box topper time. How many cards is this? 3? 4. That's pretty good. I don't know who can be in this. Usually it's a couple cards from the set and a couple exclusives, so let's find out. They're always rare, but they're not always good. Hackmon, okay. Alt-art Hackmon. A petrification token. This is the second time this has happened. I got a token in my box toppers when all of my friends who were opening cards with me got like cool cards, and they're like, wow, I would be so mad if I just got a token. And I said, but it's a cool token that goes with a deck I use. Before it was the puppet tokens that for my Sendrillmon deck, which I do love, and now it's a Medusamon token. So I'm like not mad about it at all. I would just be using like a die, like a little thing to mark petrification tokens. But now I have a cool card with original art on it. So I'm like not mad about getting a token. Whoa! Speaking of S&M, I didn't know she was in here. Rosemon. I do have a Wind Guardian deck, so I could maybe work this in. Is that also art by Koki? Yeah, wow. Koki does all the freaks. One more. Oh, cool. I love Kuzuhamon. I love Kuzuhamon. Focus. Focus. Come on. It's hard because it's so shiny. Do they have the artist's name on the card? Yeah, it's very hard for you to read, but it's right up here on the side. This is by K-Draw. There we go. We got her. Kuzuhamon. Now, I don't have a Sakuyamon deck, but Noah does. Hey, Noah. Want to trade? This is the dark version of Sakuyamon. The yin to Sakuyamon's yang. Did I get that backwards? I always forget. Well, not too bad. Not too bad, I don't think. Oh, I got pretty much everything I wanted. Can I put up a... I didn't get the big Styracosaurus. But I can live without him. Honestly, not my favorite design to begin with. Like, it's okay. Like, it's good. It's cool. I think if he were a regular Digimon, I would say, oh, that's cool. But is not as cool as Medusamon. So for her, like, super mega, it does feel like a step down. Like, you know, if it were Pokemon and I had a Medusamon, I would give her the Everstone so that she doesn't become a Styracosaurus. I might end up buying one anyway. We'll see what my deck needs. But, oh, I did get another Lamiamon, or a Dimetramon. So, hey, I would say... I think the lineup was I got 4 Gigimons, 2 Elizamons, 2 Dimetramons, and 2 Lamias? Can that be right? I might have missed counting some, because I thought I got a third of one of them, and I can't remember if it was Demetra or Lamia. But anyway, that's not too bad. For uncommons, you're not usually gonna get 4 uncommons of a kind. You might sometimes, but the fact that I at least got 2 of each is good, because getting only 1 copy of an uncommon feels really bad. When it's an uncommon that you actually want, because you're gonna have a ton of uncommons that you don't want, that you don't care about, and they're common enough that you think you should be able to get duplicates of them. Like, you kind of expect duplicates of an uncommon. And I did get them, so I'm pleased. And getting a nice round 4 Gigimons is really, really great. I would say it matters more for the egg deck than it does for the main deck to have 4 of a kind. Like I said, I do have a different Digimon, but I really like this Digimon's Inherited, so I might run this one instead of the other, or maybe I'll do 4 and 1, which you can do, or 3 and 2. But the fact that I have 4 of these is great. I'm so pleased. This might be the happiest I've been with a box opening, because I feel like in every other box I've opened, you know, I always set my expectation a little high. I will say I never expect to get literally everything on my list here. But there has always, I think, been like 1 or 2 major disappointments. And the only things we didn't get are Styrakomon, which is a bummer, but I'm not broken up over it. No Jupitermon, which I wasn't really expecting. I would have been bummed if I didn't get a Jupitermon or a Homeros, but I'm happy with one and not the other, because they're secret rares. You're not usually, you might get 2 in a box, but you're not expecting 2 in a box. I don't think anyway. At least I haven't. And we didn't get the Neptunemon, which isn't on the list. I wasn't like outright looking for it, but when I started getting a ton of other water ocean cards, I was like, okay, a Neptunemon would be pretty cool just to have the whole set. You know, we have a Venusmon, but no Neptunemon. Oh well. So a little, I would have liked to maybe a couple more alt arts, but I'm not complaining about this wonderful Asuna we got. It's also always possible that I actually did get an alt art that I didn't even realize I got. I don't think that's the case. Well, okay, technically these are alt arts. Actually, no, just the Hackmon is an alt art. I'll count it. I'll count it for the sake of cope. Well, with that, let's change. I've been wanting to play a little bit more TR-49. So let's boot it. I might even finish tonight. It's not a long game. If you missed the previous stream of TR-49, I must apologize because you probably won't be able to follow any of this. It's a very confusing game, even if you have been following.
You said this book was, what? A self-writing revision? What's that even mean? Is that possible?
This damned book is powerful enough to rewrite itself. That's why we can't get rid of it.
So, just to catch up, we are locked in a basement with this machine. And this machine is a thing that you feed books into. Oh, my space bar, my glowing space bar went away. That's too bad. Thank you for the sip. You feed books into the machine and it kind of works sort of like an AI. In that it can basically produce other versions of the same book called revisions, which are sort of like parallel universe quantum things. However, normally they are not. They're supposed to be temporary, and the revisions are supposed to stop existing. But this one book has somehow been able, as a Liam just said, it's able to rewrite itself. So we're not able to get rid of this book, and we need to figure out how to get rid of it, because the rich and the powerful are using it to stomp on the necks of little people and become immortal by stealing people's souls, basically. I mean, that's like the magic version. It's science, but it's sci-fi. But if you translate the sci-fi into magic, they're stealing people's souls using this book that's called End Piece. And I just figured out the code to erase End Piece. And unfortunately, I erased it and then it brought itself back. There's no way to destroy this book, is there?
Not directly, no. But this machine contains revision stacked on revision. End Piece is the end of a whole chain of revisions. Not all of them are so powerful.
Okay. Well, let me... So well,
You've got a plan. I can tell.
We have to find any revision that End Piece is relying on to exist. Something that made it possible for that book to come into the world. We find that book, and that's the one we erase.
the revision that created EK-47 as End Piece.
You should destroy this machine. Smash it to shitty little bits.
Oh, I would. I'd do it, Abby. But I don't think it'd work. Not for us. I don't think bad things can be smashed. They have to be unpicked, thread by thread, with care, with love, like stitching up a wound.
Okay. So the way we navigate this database, this machine, is by inputting these 4 character codes: letter, letter, number, number. And what's really interesting and really like mind-blowing, I guess, is like it starts out where they're like, oh, they're like citations. So if we go to EK-77, this is the book. This is the dangerous book End Piece.
The eye can be made to see.
EK-77 stands for, I think, Emma Kendrick. That's the name of the author. Is it? Am I right about Emma? Emma, yeah, Emma Kendrick. 77, which is the year it was published. But what we sort of eventually find out, well, I mean, you can find it out early on, or you can find it out later. Like, you just got to figure it out. Is that the numbers can also be used as names or words. So the daughter's name, the daughter of the person who created this machine is named Alice. So that's Alice right there. But AL-12, with the 1-2 standing as an I and a Z, is her sort of code name. Mods, steal this guy's soul. I don't know if you guys even saw that. I got a warning about that guy. And there's a logic. So you can see here, like, the code for previous is PR-37, and I guess that's like an E and a V. And what I didn't realize last stream, just because I wasn't thinking about it, but I realized it as soon as I ended stream, is that TR-49, which is the boot sequence for this machine, it means trap. It's trap. It's a trap. In her web, she still delights to weave the mirror's magic sights. Edit. Source control. Exercise caution. Reintegration is power intensive and can reduce network capacity. Releases are known to have unintended consequences. So I've tried to wipe.
Do you think this stolen book still exists?
The wiping didn't
somewhere
work.
Inside this machine?
If you can. Yes. Don't worry. I've got your back.
Yeah, TR-49 does spell trap. I didn't even realize it until, like, as I was hitting close stream. I was like, huh, I wonder what TR-49 stands for. I was like, trag? Like it's a tragedy? Then it dawned on me. Enter code for bitwise reassociation. Let me try this. I accidentally deleted Abby. I didn't mean to delete Abby. Do it!
I think that did something.
I accidentally deleted her, but she's back. I brought her back. I'm not sure. Abby might be us. Our name is Abby, and there's a process in the machine that's also called Abby. I'm glad I could bring it back, because I did accidentally delete it last stream. Like, fully accidentally, I wiped Abby. And I was like, uh-oh, I hope that doesn't kill us. Anyway, if you can't tell, I'm so excited about this game. It's really, really cool.
What we eat, we devour.
I've found it. I found this before.
Bindings cannot live. Reality happens like a darkened cloth over our eyes.
Yeah, I remember this. There's something even more wrong about the letter he... So Alice is replying to her dad, who is allegedly dead. I think he's in the machine. Just a hunch. But Alice, who is the previous user, is saying there's something even more wrong about the letter he wrote after this one. Except this is supposed to be his final work. This was supposed to be his final letter, and where does it say? He died 3 years later. So, allegedly, this is 40. There might be a JS 43 or 44, or else, I'm suspecting, there's a JS entry much later. But I'm not sure. Actually, it says link to JS 43 right there. So maybe I'm just stupid. Oh, this is his cause of death. Yeah. But there's allegedly he died in 43 of mental deterioration. So why did Alice say there's something more disturbing afterwards?
So can we get things out of this machine, or can't we?
If there's nothing afterwards besides his death certificate.
This place is a ruin. The equipment this machine once had, it's gone. It's destroyed, it's stripped, and it's gone.
You sound angry.
Just sick of losing, that's all.
Me too. So I'm suspicious that there's... I'm not gonna, like, literally brute force this, but I just want to try a few.
We need to stop this book being written. But it's being written.
It's written.
Broken
Previous
italics.
revision.
I saw that,
This part
John.
must be the result of multiple revisions.
Okay, I'm not gonna brute force every digit.
Comes undone.
Oh, your italics broke, sir. I'm so sorry to have exposed you like this. Okay, what else am I looking for? What other leads do I have? KC62? No. Oh, this is... Okay, I did do this. That's the first thing I found that mentions Abby. And then... Billy? that's the pass. Billy is not an entry. It's the password to. It's just the password. Okay, so that's all of the leads that I had that I wanted to follow up on. I think we know her name is Emma Kendrick. So why is it telling us unknown? Maybe I'm wrong. This guy sucks. That's the dad. So I could just start going through academicalist journals. It's AJ 26 up to 37. Oh, except issues thought to be present, so there might not be every issue. What year did Latour die? We don't know. Have I been to oh yes, yeah, I have been to RS 83. That's Treasure Island. And there's the password. BI11. Have I looked at LR-44, LR-72? That's not the years, that's the issue numbers, right? And since I don't know what year it started... Alright, should I do the maze? Let's do the frickin' maze. I bailed on the maze last time I was in here. What is this place? How did you get here? A rabbit hole, perhaps? Passages lead off in opposite directions, but which way should you go? Through an archway path or down a flight of stone steps pass? I think I did this last time. Let's try the path. Toontals?
There must be rats down here, chewing through the wires.
Maybe. But we can't give up. Not after what we've gone through to get here.
What have we gone through?
He doesn't tell us
seem to
shit.
know.
He doesn't tell us anything.
You can't give up.
Explain. Fountains. Pooful in the middle of this space.
Do I know you, Liam? Outside of this? Do we know each other?
He seems
like
more invested.
Friends?
Yeah, I don't know why he
No,
can't tell us
no.
anything. I mean, obviously he's like an insurrectionist.
Why don't I know already? I should know if we're friends, shouldn't I?
Please, Abby, don't think about it.
He doesn't want us to think about anything. He just wants us to
Don't think about
use
what?
the machine.
Liam!
About how we got here. Or about what happens afterwards. Just the work. Just focus on the work.
I think he doesn't want us to realize that we're a robot.
Liam, I can't remember anything from before this. I'm not real. Am I? I'm part of the machine.
Listen to me. Right now, you're as real as anything. Right now, you're making a difference. Just don't stop. Don't let them make you give up.
I'm gonna keep
Do you mean
talking.
that?
Absolutely.
Okay, a heavy door carved in carved symbols stands to the door to the left. Trip. Doa. Fountains. Let's do the fountains, I guess. Let's look at the fountains. You peer over the fountain at your reflection. The girl in the water seems much, much older than you expect her to be. She's beautiful, kind, and clever, too. Interesting that this one's not corrupted. In the depths of the water, something is glinting. It's an AK-47. No, it's an AK-37. It's... Anna Kendrick, 37. When you've finished admiring her soulful eyes, you might stand up once more at the path. You reach in and scratch the key. Oh, it's a key. It's a key. You reach in and scratch the key from the water. Finally, it's time for Terminator. Time to find a door to unlock. I don't even need to go back. I can just door. A round chamber with a domed ceiling. Light plays from some hidden opening. Oh no! In the middle of the chamber is the Minotaur! God damn it. I don't want the Minotaur. Not the Minotaur is chasing me. Two identical wooden doors in front of you. To the left is Doa. To the right is Rodo. The Minotaur screams. It's chasing you. Okay, fucking, I don't know. A round chamber. Okay. The Minotaur is coming. Shit. We're gonna get gored by this thing. I bailed before I bailed. I don't know what happens this time. You unlock the door with the key. Why did they didn't even say it was locked. Vibrant, damp green moss grows on the walls here. It gets thicker towards the end of the corridor. Exit. Away pot! At the top of the stairs, AC-70. Acto. Is that a balloon?
So you knew. You knew all along.
I figured it out like
Well,
45 minutes
I'm
ago.
glad, Abby. I'm very glad to have met you.
But you haven't met me. Or seen me. You don't know me.
I know that right now I trust you. With my life and the lives of everyone I care about and love. Because I am trusting you.
Get the fucking balloon.
Thank you, Liam.
Don't thank me. I don't want your thanks. Just help me. Help everyone.
Your mother and I are so proud of you, Alice, and everything you're becoming. I hope you enjoyed my little present. I know I've often been lost
How interesting.
in this place myself.
Look at this. Finally, there's a podium, but it doesn't give us the code. So we need to know how they spell podium. And I'm pretty sure it's like so. You lean over the podium to look at the book. It is LC-75 in a first edition, and it's yours to make whenever you want. Written on the flyleaf are the words, "I love you, Moonbear." So this is a little gift. The whole maze sequence is put in here by your parents. What's LC-65? Lewis Carroll? Yeah, Alison Water. Yeah. I knew it.
There's a porpoise close behind us and he's treading on my tail. See how eagerly the lobsters and the turtles all advance. They are waiting on the shingle. Will you come and join the dance?
First edition of Alice in Wonderland. Fed in for you, Moonbear. You know we made you a card when you were first issued. The machine makes a birth index for all its important contributors, though usually under their own names. Hey, Peasel. I hope nostalgia brings you here, little one. I have left you a message. A card for you. Let's hope you find it. I must not say more. Someone else might read this. I know you dislike puzzles. I'm sorry. That's like the easiest puzzle ever. That's my name. One of the sources, something I read that I didn't want to read. Power of revision only lasts as long as it's being read, so find it, wipe it, please, for me. Oops. I said this place would kill you. Perhaps if the machine had said it, you would have listened. We've read this before. Glad I didn't tell little Billy about you. It's terrible, but some things are better left undone. Father, I tried. I couldn't find it. You found something else instead. Something better. I'm going to try to use it. What do we need to wipe? What is it that we need to wipe?
All right then.
I need to destroy the revision that created End Piece.
The weapon of the enemy? The pen of Galileo? Academicalist Journal, issue 2.
Death comes to the doctorate. What's RA-26? I don't remember RA-26. This is Reverend Alfonso.
Another car. Closer this time.
Uh-oh. He never met Kendrick. What's this book?
Doomwild? The weapon of the enemy? On a life unlived?
I think I've tried all of these. PK-32 was the trash book, the awful book.
We need to what? Undermine the book?
Find out how the book came to be written. What revision made it possible? Damn it, they found us.
Uh-oh. Liam.
Juliet Basingstoke stood before her lover, and knew in a moment of clarity that
I've been
white
through all of this
flags
before.
changed
I'm getting stuck.
So this machine is...
Wait, he just said they found us. Abby.
It's an archive. Cecil
Abby.
Calderley hunted down obscure volumes for 40 years and fed them in.
We're getting old dialogue now.
He sounds like a maniac.
Yeah, I guess he was.
Uh-oh, okay. I don't really feel like I have a lead right now. I must be missing something. Print content.
That last power switch must have made us visible. They're here. They're right here.
What if I print myself? Oh, bitwise reassociation. What's the code for... What's the code for bitwise reassociation? Shit.
Okay, let's see.
Maybe edit? No? Fuck. Shit. What? I could try to track down Joshua Silverton's after death letter. Try to find more academic list journals. AJ26, AJ20, let's try AJ27. Recombine. Yeah, sure. Source material recombining AJ27 complete. This is journal number 2.
Academic List's journal.
Why is this so stressful? I know, Saeed. It's because John Ingle's Inkle Studios, who makes this, is just so good at making tense narratives.
And I'm afraid to say Hammer's Stone chose the
I can't hear anything.
I think Liam...
Crypturinus. Pretty well buried. They're almost on top of me. I don't know how long I can stay on the line.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Identical skeletons.
Liam, you can't leave me.
I shouldn't keep talking to him.
Listen, Abby.
I don't think we really need him. He hasn't helped us.
Find something critical, something the book they're using depends on, and then get rid of it. Delete the whole damn archive if you have to.
Don't go. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Abby, I was never down there with you anyway. You've been on your own this whole time. Just keep going.
I wonder if he's not real.
Damn it. Damn you.
What's an M?
Don't forget what I told you, Abby. Don't let anyone tell you different.
I don't know how to say M. I don't know how to say the letter M. Ah, whatever. Sorry, Liam. Issue 7.
Academicalist's Journal, issue 7.
Okay. Contemptuous mention of HP, born 06. Died age 16, resurrected briefly 10 years ago. Harry Potter.
All right then.
Harry Potter is the ancient enemy. So that would be, okay, hold on, I need to get my notes again. Let's see. So if HP 06 was born, HP 16 would be 22, and 32 would be when he resurrected. Tarn's Bridge. Okay, let's try HP 06. Hammerstone presses fist. The idea was to offer anonymous publication to allow writers to speak. What? Oh, I got dragged away again. Oh, it's not. Who are you? Uh-oh. We've got to talk to the fucking machine now. Abby, it is Abby. Abby, tell Cecil what Abby Nithirdi help. I'm gonna help. Wipe CA-47. Wipe QM. Hold on, let me write this down. QM-55. PK-37. XY-78. Okay, I'll try. I don't know what K is. Can I? Okay, let's try. Enter code for release, KA-47. Okay, no. Shit. I need to... I know there is theoretically a time crunch here, but I was kind of in the middle of something. That doesn't mean anything. QM-55. I'm supposed to wipe this, so I want to see what it is before I wipe it. Quantum state storage?
Not just words and characters, but the loops and swirls of handwriting too, into an efficient electronic form.
At Cecil's request, I have fed a copy of the design into the machine. It can now understand itself. I have run various tests. I'm now convinced this paper of Beatrice's has the... no, BD's, has the property of creating a DME effect that results in its own validation. In short, those systems, this machine works because it works, and the machine itself is proof. Okay. Okay, Todd Howard. All right, Todd. Let me wipe. Oops, that's not what I meant. If I wipe it, release QM-55.
I really hope this works. But then, I wonder if I'll even know.
I'm preventing the machine from being able to understand itself. I broke it. It's rebooting. No? The number under my camera is ticking down. I deleted the world. I did it. Well, maybe. Yeah, I was gonna say that seemed like a bad ending. That seemed like a bad ending to me. I destroyed the machine, but end piece was still out there. Let's rewind last action. It's okay, I got some Chivos. I got Chivos for it. PK-37, we've read this, I think. Yeah.
Every love triangle. But there is only him and two of us.
We're supposed to delete this.
Dragons beneath the earth.
Shallot 35. Grant Soriano. My fortune proves I'm correct in all things. This is the mantra of those who have never valued a dissenting voice, a critic, an expert, someone who knows something they don't. See their emotional deficiencies as superpowers. Sheep are delicious. They are food that can make your bed and fill it. They hoard humans. They are humanity's illness. They are humanity's barrier to evolution. They may even be our great filter, but if the rest of us could focus the noise into one honest conversation, the earth would be paradise, the stars a garden. This feels like a response to AJ-41. "1941, Europe is at war. This looks like an academicalist journal."
Academicalist Journal, issue 16.
That we have created this is a miracle. I do not wish to be shot for it. I choose to be shot for more serious matters.
Paris is occupied, but the journal is writing about antler patterns and mistletoe under the baleful eye. There's a brief mention of a DME book, Internal Oversight. Published that year, but they won't say by who.
Academicalist Journal, issue 17.
Also, a belated attack on Kendrick's doomed follow-up to Temporality Waits for No Man. Deserved, though they liked the one before. I shouldn't feed it any more of those things anyway. Okay. What's AJ-42? Wasn't fed into the dang machine. Was it? Or it stopped for the... It stopped for the duration of the war. Yeah, it stopped for the duration of the war, that's why.
Academicalist Journal, issue 17.
I knew that. I didn't need to brute force that. I could have figured that out. The enemy is gone.
He has gone. The sun shines down on this free nation. We have persevered. It is a thing most glorious.
France is free, which means the gloves are off. They won the war through the use of concurrent energies and actionalization. Pierre Latour is the editor.
A life lived in wartime.
It was written a year after his death.
Okay, let's see.
We don't know when he died. Except that Academicalist's journal stopped. So he died the year after the last journal was published. 37 issues up to 1970. So he died in 71 and it was published in 72. So let's do PL-72. Let's write that down. Math. They accuse Isambard Arklevich of writing under a pseudonym. Well, that doesn't help me. And of ignoring 1,000 years of research into ley lines in his Rampage series' 1942 conclusion. They finally report on Thaddeus Detzer's internal oversight. Who is this? He's barely mentioned. So what? TD-41? This would be...
Internal oversight.
The thoughts we think have the power to rewrite our most basic conceptions.
It just
The
works.
words we speak have the power to rewrite another's heart. The words we write have the power to rewrite the world.
Like Alan Wake.
Such power is ungodly, but when power exists, it finds a channel. So guard yourself. Keep your words close and do not wield without will.
Dark matter and the veil.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me go back to AJ-45.
The enemy has gone. The sun shines down on this
Pierre
village.
Latour.
We have persevered.
Eisenbard
This
Arklovich.
most glorious.
That's not this.
A life lived in wartime?
No.
Dark matter in the veil?
Could it be Weapon of the Enemy?
The weapon of the enemy?
No. Final novel in his 10-year Rampage cycle. Okay, so let me check IA-32 as well. I have the cork board out here, like a bunch of sticky notes. See, strands from the previous 6 novels brought back together in a reflection of the original novel. Impressive feat after 10 years. The one that taxes the reader's memories and patience. It's an underwhelming follow-up to Alienation, which was, I presume,
Alienation.
the previous title. Where is Guinevere's great insight? Where's her pluck? She moves into servitude. Sir Lancelot beckons and she follows, and that's the whole plot. Arklovich's insistence that he was writing from experience did him no favors. A poor, betentacled unfortunate, he was describing. A 40-year-old does not kiss and tell. The work was, of course, banned in most corners of the world. Okay. I'm just gonna work backwards. This would be Alienation.
Alienation.
You can't survive this, she screamed.
You can't survive this, she screamed, the desperation in her voice, the first honest sound he had heard from her. I can and will, replied soberly, and you will love me for it. And then he raised the blade and struck.
He talks like a supergiant character. 6th book of Eisenbard's Rampage books. Followed quickly on the previous, suggesting frankly less editing than usual. I confess to being disappointed. The fiery pace of the Sword Moon is long gone. Meanwhile, the alien characters are becoming increasingly coded as women. They are natural community builders. They consider their appearance. They nurture the young. The bafflement Arklovich gives this behavior is quite honestly somewhat embarrassing. Silverton's not mentioned. I knew it. JS40 proves it. I mean, I've seen this before. This is the one where he's saying it.
What we eat,
Yeah, the Devourer, yeah.
devour. What opens, holds. Bindings cannot lift. Reality hangs like a darkened cloth over our eyes.
I don't know how this relates. I can't tell how it relates, I guess. Well, presumably it was a quick follow-up. It was a quick follow-up.
The Sword Moon?
No, I think Sword Moon and Rampage were both earlier titles. 5th installment of the 7-part Rampage cycle, sentient robot with a penchant for disaster. Hey, I'm reading these backwards, but that's kind of funny. Falls in love with a tentacled alien of indeterminate gender. The result is a fascinating exploration of power and self-knowledge on a canvas the size of the universe. These books will, I'm sure, be remembered in the decades to come as signposts signifying both great social and artistic change. Another reference to Silverton and a powerful evil magic which destroys the caster. Is this a warning for his friend? Okay. 38. 37. Oh. This is Rampage.
Rampage.
It just works.
The war goes badly, oh, Sir Galahad, the lady cried. But by your arm and your valor, it may yet be won. Nothing lost is won.
So true, bestie.
Lied, stoic as a stone. But everything won was uncertain for a time. So true, the lady replied, with the patience of a star.
Lady Guinevere's transformation into an insectoid creature is nearly complete, and we will have significant ramifications in Azimuth Ascending.
Azimuth Ascending.
Which would be 39.
Azimuth Ascending.
It is increasingly maddening to read. There's a reference in here to a powerful spell called Silverton's Curse. Alright, let's... See IA-33 to look for the moon sword. Same holy object as CE-32. I don't know what that is. I think I know JS-31.
All right then.
Of course I know JS-31, I just don't have its title. It's right here, Pen of Galileo. Right, because this is also called the Pen of Galileo. Or something, I don't know.
I see problems. They move like woodlice, scuttling into the cracks in society.
Oh yeah, this is what CE-32 is. Let's do IA-33 is the moon sword.
The sword moon?
Or sword moon, excuse me. No, it's not? Okay. The Glen of Galileo.
The Glen of Galileo.
Not the Pen of Galileo, but the Glen of Galileo.
The Glen of Galileo.
Machine is carved through profound mysteries and deadly ones, but in making sense of this, it meets its match. Okay. Guinevere is taken by space pirates. Roaming the canals of Mars, he looks for a way to go deeper. He will find the sleeping knights in the next book. And then the first entry would be this. The King of Great Britain discovers a long-buried spaceship by the shores of Lake Windermere. Soon the king has been kidnapped, and only his beloved queen can save him from the thrashing pits of the moon. The second book is Swords in the Dark.
Swords in the Dark.
Oh, that must be this.
Swords in the Dark. The Sword Moon.
Okay, this was the first one. This is the second. This is the third. This is the fourth. No, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't know what the final one is called still. I don't know what the point of this little diversion is, but...
Message which crawled, trailing long fingernails around his nipples. It is
Whoa.
a message of terror and destiny. Then tell me, he said, I am not afraid. But in truth, he was.
Azimuth ascending.
No.
The Pen of Galileo.
Okay, let me go back to IA-33.
No salt, he cried. What kind of palace is this? Salt does not keep well in space, the lady replied only. It goes as sour as warm milk. The empty void stretched out before them like a midnight
I'm
meadow.
just getting confirmations here.
Ride until we can ride no longer, the king declared. And we find salvation, or we find despair. The horses breathed into their glass helmets. Then, with a beat of a crop, he began to
Glass
charge.
helmets. Like, astronaut horses, my god.
Discoveries not made, they're discovered, found. They emerge from doodles and afterwards as we
I'm alone.
Okay.
I'm stuck down here, alone.
So there is someone else here.
Oh shit.
I thought there must be.
Who the fuck are you?
Hello? Who's that? Who's speaking?
Oh, my name isn't important. My rank. That matters.
Your rank? You're a soldier?
14th Battalion. Domestic counterinsurgency unit. So you see,
Bro, they got ice in
it'll
here.
be completely legal, whatever we do here.
Oh, brother.
Listen to me. Your friend's dead.
Ah,
Now, wherever you are, show yourself,
they got Liam.
and you can join him.
The machine tilted its head to one side and began to chuckle. A dark noise like a rhythm
began to
of
shuckle.
chocolate running over cherry stones. Nothing about it made her feel any more comfortable. She tugged at the manacles on her wrists and said bravely, "Get it over with then." The machine nodded, lifting the bishop high before slamming it down. Checkmate, it purred.
Okay. Let me go to PK-39 just to clear it out of here.
Listen, she says. I know it sounds outlandish, but it's simple, really. We've all been doing it for years here and there by accident. I just bottle it, if you like, and I'll give it to you for a price.
He screamed when I shot him, you know.
Whoa,
But he was
okay.
a nice guy.
I mean-
he turned his little microphone off so you wouldn't have to hear.
My god, you really did it.
You might even have his blood in your hair. It went all over.
Weird. I don't need to talk to this guy. I don't need to talk to this guy at all.
Alright then.
So I don't have the 7th rampage title. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have the title of 7. Unfortunately. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this guy's a jerk, by the way. He's gonna shoot a Mr. Gestapo out here. I don't know that any other academicalists' journals have been fed in. Oh, number 7. Number 7. I should be able to do some math here.
I'm using your friend's microphone right now.
Oh, yeah, I figured, dude.
Good.
Stop.
Shitty little battery pack. Can't be broadcasting more than what? 10? 20 feet?
AJ.
Academicalist Journal, issue 7.
Writing is powerful, and there's also wonders what power she might have been if it had not destroyed her.
Woman loses her child in a crowded street, only to take home a dog in its place. Man
I'll tear
forgets
this
his
place
bitch.
apart if I have to. Beautiful building. You wouldn't want me to do that.
What am I supposed to do? I'm a machine. I'm not gonna tell him shit. I'm not talking. Don't talk to cops. Reports grow weird as the Second War looms. Brings confusion, but the machine cuts through all of that. And then picking up from issue 5. Well, I know he doesn't know that, but
Academicalist's Journal, issue 5.
Xavier Youngman. One died in
talk
the
to me
other's
now.
arms.
Don't be shy.
Must be the
I know you're
wrong
down
way
there.
around. I have an XY78. XY is known to me. That's one of the things I'm supposed to delete. Which I...
There's one book between you and oblivion. Just one.
But I'm busy right now, so
It won't
leave
work.
me
Heard
alone.
what your friend said, but you can't destroy the Book of Resurrection. It writes itself.
What do you mean you shot him?
What's it called?
You can't just shoot people.
Yeah, you can't just shoot people.
I can.
You
actually.
fucking fascist.
This is a forbidden zone. Which
Wow.
you ought to know, since you're in it.
God. Alfonso had written a masterpiece. Oh wait. hold
Okay,
on.
let's see. Academicalist Journal, issue 5.
Bro doesn't know I only need 25 more fucking books.
What a dreamer. What an eroded human being.
Alfonso had written a masterpiece 4 years before, we're told. God and Witchcraft, reconciled under the title My God,
My
He Dances.
God, he dances. My God, he dances.
That's that. Just can't find it anywhere. It's only mentioned here. It must have been banned. AJ tries out DME to see
So
if it
you're
fits.
alone. It must be getting harder and harder to persuade people to take your side. The thing rebels forget is that people like to obey the law.
Depends on the law.
The law is the law. God's the only higher power.
Fascist.
And he seems to be on our side, don't you think?
AJ tries to... Published by Le Marchand's widow the year he died? Do I know that? Do I have that? Quentin Le Marchand died in 24 by his widow. Something, it would be something Le Marchand. Do I... I'm gonna brute force
Strange
it.
thing. I know you can hear me. But when I send out a signal, I can't hear it. Turn up your volume, would you? Where are you? I know you're here. You're hiding in the rubble somewhere. Like a rat. Like an injured dog. You're dedicated. I'll give you that. You've buried yourself alive down there. And for what? For a cause that's as good as dead?
Keep talking, bro.
You know, I'm grateful to you. In the early days,
Oh,
of
maybe it was
renewal,
published in
it was
his
easy
name.
to find people like you. Now friends who've had to quit the business. Go and catch a break.
Oh, I've known about this
You'll
for a
never
while.
find me. I can assure you of that.
Let's make a bet, shall we? Bet your life? Can't bet your friends.
Doomwild? Dark matter in the veil? A life lived in wartime?
I don't think it's any of these.
On a life unlived?
I don't think it's any of these. I need this title somewhere. Yeah, published by Le Marchand's Window. Okay, I did have that. What else was I? RA-26. Are there AJ-30? I think
I figure you must be close enough that you can smell his blood.
I don't have a nose.
What a man, what a thinker, what a dreamer, what an erudite human being.
All right then.
Let me just close up a gap here. Okay. Oops. Yeah, okay, that's two. Okay. That makes sense.
And I'm afraid to say Hammer's the only chosen.
Have I done it? AJ-40. I have done AJ-45. Let's do AJ-70. Let's try that. The final issue. Pierre Latour's great prediction from issue 36 is in here.
Journal. Issue 36. Academicalist's Journal.
I think that's this one.
Academicalist's Journal, issue 37.
I would like to point out. Talking about the moon landing.
That the results of the landing are still a matter of debate in the scientific
Did
community.
not cause an ice age.
Way too soon.
That would have sucked. He skipped 69. I didn't. And he came back with this one last issue. Okay, so let's do AJ-68.
Academicalist Journal, issue 36.
I'm getting a lot of names done, which is good.
And Arton fights with such force and passion. It is hard to remember.
Dorothy Pemberton.
And when she writes about her illness, it is with such force as though she is constraining herself to it. From an early age, she constructed this most tragic narrative, and then she committed to it unrelentingly, almost gleefully.
His 26-year-old daughter, Ursula. UL. 42, perhaps. Last page is given to Pemberton. Do I have... I'm pretty sure I have 96 and 11. Let me look at DP. Yeah, I have 96 and 11 right there. She does have later communications, although I don't know if they're in the machine. Okay, so let's do what's Latour's name? Pierre Latour, PL-72. I had had that written down. Pierre Latour's wartime memoir. Funny, tragic, and vainglorious. Showcases the power and genius of the
I will
academicist
find you.
journal.
You can't hide.
That sounds like somebody who's not going to find me would say. Radio smuggling, railway sabotage, the kidnap and torture of Germany's rank and file, interspersed with notes of secret meetings with DME researchers still active during the occupation years. The principle of DME was perfected by his Renaissance resistance cell. No evidence, of course. He says Kendrick's work was weaponized by a young woman in their inner circle. Her identity is unstated. Not clear to me, but then she published an account of it last year, Confession Day, under her maiden name.
Confession Day.
Confession Day. Could that be EM80? Oh my god, I'm so smart. I knew it was Emma.
You still there, soldier boy? Nah. He's gone. Given up.
He gave up. He went home. This is Confession Day.
Confession Day.
My husband is dead.
My husband is dead. I feel now that I never really loved him. Is that shocking? I'm shocked. I lived with him for so many years. Now I wonder if my life could have been very different. When I was a young woman, I was in love with a man with a brilliant mind. He had such dazzling ideas. To listen to him talk was like watching a firework display. And then one day, I was in love with Kendrick. As though the whole story of my life had been rewritten. No.
That could have happened.
I'm not sorry that he is dead. I understood his dark work. Damn it, but I understood it better than him.
Emma Mayfleur slid herself into France in '38. She was there when the Reich rolled in, and she fought them using every trick she knew. Strange, considering I think she was supposed to be in love with Kendrick in London at the time. She's meant to have married him in '44. Perhaps she's lying, or there's two of them. Or my father was right and DMEs are real. The machine has found them. The machine has created them, like tearing open a space. I think I'm beginning to see through the walls, and it hurts a little more each day. Is this what happened to you, Dad? Is this why Mom had to leave before my brother was born? Interesting. Okay. What was the previous? Did I clear up everything there? I don't have the title.
The weapon of the enemy? A life lived in wartime.
That's it. It was his wartime memoir.
I'm not saying I was the greatest hero in all of France, but France was certainly glad to have me. We wage war, both with our guns and with our words, removing obstacles from our path with a clever stroke of a pen.
Okay. So, Kendrick's wife-to-be weaponized his work. Okay. Ay. I don't even know where I got the name Doomwild. Like, I don't know where I can go to find it, but let me,
Okay, let's see.
Let's track down some. Wait, I already did IA-32. That's the fucking fantasy.
I bring you
He's a swordsman in the amber sky. It be your own lawfully wedded who weaponize your work. So that's just her birth entry. Okay. Does she have a... Does she have a... No, she doesn't. I don't think she's written anything. Okay, let's try HP-06. Hammerstone's first. The idea was offered anonymous publication. For 2 years, starting in 08, they tried it. And it failed. They faltered. The anonymity turned out to be negotiable. Meanwhile, Dorothea Pemberton was rewriting history and no one remembers her name. List exists for this publisher. Enter code to expand. Nope. This might be the weapon of the enemy.
The weapon of the enemy?
God damn it!
Dark matter in the veil? On a life unlived?
Let's go to HP-08. Oh, DP-08
Rationals?
would be... The writer of Doomed Theoretics is too stupid to say.
Doomed Theoretics. Doomed Theoretics.
No one listens.
No one listens. To make a statement is to remove an idea from the pool like a tooth from the mouth, because any statement uttered is less likely to be believed than any statement arrived at independently. Thus, to change minds, and change them we surely must, it is imperative we state things we know to be false as loudly and boldly as possible, so as to drive the stubborn proletariat towards the truth.
Red against white. How is the world to be made better? Harried from behind or running on ahead? He's too stupid to say. Here are his theories of educational distraction. The flatness of the word, the falsity of clouds, the impossibility of empathy, so on. Interesting. So let's go DP-08.
Irrationals.
That's the final Pemberton.
I have been to France. I have spoken to the greatest mind of our generation. And I am assured of just one thing.
What thing? I have to know. She does not say. Only this. The hidden stuff of the universe are ideas themselves. That was Le Marchand's conclusion as well. I think Pemberton met Le Marchand. You can see her fingerprints on his 11 paper. Pemberton might have even lived to see it, but only just. What have I done? I never should have fed this in. I've heard the machine murmuring lines from Pemberton to itself. Whatever was in this book, it is in the wiring now. It sees through the walls. Does God even know what else it might do? Can I wipe it? How does a bedridden Victorian woman travel to France to start meeting famous academics? I think she dreamt up the whole thing. It's Quentin Le Marchand, I think, right? Do I have his 11? QL11. Biggest ideas start small, except in this case. He goes on to state that he has seen this effect at work, that it can be done, as he puts it, at scale. Those two works, I think, are what signed his death warrant an unlucky number of years later. Dark forces are drawn to scale. I already have QL-24, I think, right? Yeah, this is like one of the big ones that I just can't find, that no one refers to it by the title. No one ever talks about the damn title. Everything kind of comes back to it, but...
Dark matter in the veil? Doomwild? The weapon of the enemy? On a life unlived?
Okay, what else? Hammerstone Press 22. Hammerstone's last volume. They shot to fame, then someone shot the editor at lunch for supporters of Mussolini. Culprit said the recent literary review put them up to it. The volume was pulled and pulped. Might as well never have existed. This copy comps in via
Perplexing astrality.
Which is... This copy comes in via Perplexing Astrality HP 56. Let's go see.
Perplexing astrality.
Why do we
Why?
travel elsewhere to change this world out for another? How long does this change last? Well, as long as it takes for the glow of the words to fade from our eyes. Here's what I've known. The more we read, the more truth gets created. What a splendid thing.
The Hammerstone Manifesto. The Hammerstone Manifesto.
Must be the first issue, yeah. Imprint came up for sale. LR detested these books so much they got their editor killed. That LR being... I cannot get all of these names straight. I'm not good with names. LR... Oh, we don't know who LR is. Okay. Let me write that down then. I'll get to him, you know. Alright, we get some titles, though.
Primitive man, he who remains.
That could theoretically...
Primitive man, he who remains? Utopia within reach. Utopia within reach.
Publication was needed to final... So LR might be the author of Primitive Man. Maybe. This was HP 22. Okay. Publication was needed to finalize the sales, so I built a way to make copies from the machine, ran out astral perplexities.
Astral perplexities. Astral perplexities?
It came out close to QL's original, oddly different. And I want to search LR. I don't know what year. It doesn't have a year. So I'd have to deduce it. Maybe after, maybe around 22. Been here.
No one listens to make
No one brings me gifts anymore. Alright, let's
Because
visit
any
these just to
statement
clear them.
uttered is less likely to be believed than any statement arrived at. The world must be ready to hear things which are shocking, which are transgressive, which upset and undermine our understanding of reality itself, without punishing the author of the text for their radical thinking. Hammerstone is named after the effect such writing will have.
What is this? List exists for this publisher, but I need a code. I don't think the code is Bill. Okay. HP-22. Let's just clear it out.
There will be fire, certainly. There will be the smell of brimstone itself, but...
Oh, the literary review. Okay.
...is to discard imperfection. And when I look around, I see nothing but imperfection. I declare, cut it out.
LR-22. Which literary review is this?
Literary Review, Volume 44?
Don't know. I don't know. If it's 18, which is what it says there, although it's corrupted, so who knows if it's actually an 18? Or it might be a 48. We can try to figure this out. Promoting spiritualism in 22 meant staying on the tack. This year, Literacy Review rounded on another small publisher, Hammerstone, for publishing anonymously. Followers of the occult risk ridicule. So then should everyone else. HP was dying. Utopia Within Reach was their last book. Meanwhile, the review claims to have contacted Pemberton, received clues to help understand her deathbed work. Details next issue. Spiritualists never change. Well, I don't have the next issue, so that doesn't help. Unless the next issue is like several years away. HP, let's try 21. Let's try 20. Let's try 19. 18. 17. 16. This is a little cheap, but you know, if you give me enough information to narrow it down to 10 numbers. Oh, Utopia Was in Reach was 22. I thought that came out afterwards. Whatever. This is Primitive Man.
Primitive Man, He Who Remains.
This was the setup to the punch that was 22.
Wild parts of mankind have moments of sophistication.
13 years later.
Vast swatches of us are more than content to sit in our caves, scratching our noses and picking fleas out of our beards.
That's what I was just doing.
We devour it. Sunlight, we bathe in it. We are fetid little creatures, make no mistake.
This book outlines the ways our cave-dwelling, animal-clubbing forebears are still very much alive today, acting through us. Distasteful stuff, no wonder the writer hid their name. Otherwise, it's 10 years to the day since this project began. The machine is so different now, I will make a new CC so it can remember its birthday.
And so, the work begins in earnest.
This we've seen. 59. What? Oh, the game froze for a second there. I think it's okay. I'm sure we've done QL18. Revisions.
Method
Okay.
measured from historical information.
QL11.
Plotting, revision events, and it is known that the universe is the aggregate of all observations made by all systems, including those of conscious beings. Conscious thought contains intrinsic balance. There are, and will never be, trolls under bridges. But the alteration of conscious thought by unconscious means can affect meaningful and negative change.
Okay. Alright, what else do I have to follow? HP 32 doesn't exist. Maybe 31? Maybe 33? Okay, I don't know why I had written that down. Maybe it was a hunch. Alright, well we have this name. Xavier Youngman wrote Matter in the Dark.
Matter in the dark.
Like he was guessing. Writes this book like he knows, but for him it's too late. If only I could live again, he bemoans, what I might show the world. Pemberton swears this volume changed her life. How she found it is unclear. How does an obscure academic work end up in a child's bookshelf after 18 years? I think she's mistaken, modest, or hiding something. I think Dorothea was the genius, and Youngman was the talented amateur. Machine has been behaving very oddly since this book was fed in. Must have given it strange dreams like cheese does to Cecil. Maybe I should wipe it then. XY78. Do it. Kill him.
Really hope this works. But then, I wonder if I'll even know.
Is that another bad ending? It might be another bad ending. I had 3 titles that were identified for me as potentially load-bearing.
Abby?
Oh?
Abby, can you hear me?
This is different.
No, but of course you can't.
It's only a machine, Dad.
I know. When we built her, B and I, we thought she'd get clever enough to speak, but I'm a little too old for fairy stories, I suppose.
It did what it was meant to do in the war.
Well, that's that. No, I just wanted you to see it, just the once. Come on, Alice. Let's go.
Yeah, I recognized his face. That's Cecil
The
and
web
Alice.
was woven curiously.
I think I might have won.
The charm is broken utterly. Draw near and fear not. This is I.
I got an achievement before that cutscene played that said world healed, which made it seem like a good ending. John Engel, bravo. This was gripping. Joseph Humphrey, great. The UI was great. Anastasia Wyatt, the art was great. Lawrence Chapman, nothing but bangers from you, sir. Emily Morganti. Oh, here's the cast. The Library Chorus. Oh, Alice was actually played by John Ingled's daughter. That's so funny. Wow. obviously I haven't gotten every title yet. And I'm frankly, so like I understand that XY78 was, that is XY78, Xavier Youngman wrote this little book. Do I recognize any of these names? I don't think I do. I know they put out a little calling thing to... Oh, I should be writing down these codes. Because I wonder... You can probably find these in game. Oh, there's me! CK72. CK7, what the fuck? I'm in there. I forgot I did this. I was gonna say, I remember they called for little bits of writing. Okay, well, I gotta go find CK72. I remember they called for little bits of like, what was it? What was the prompt? It was just short little bits of like kind of horror-ish writing, I think. And I just replied with a tweet. I completely forgot. It was long enough ago that I had forgotten it happened until I just saw my name. How cool. What a cool game. And man, the credits give a lot of different codes that I could hunt down. Yeah, let's rewind to before epilogue. Your mom came by just as the game was about to end and you missed it. Well, that just means you gotta play it yourself. However, okay. So let me give my understanding here. It's that this book, XY78, that's 1878, I think. Don't listen if you don't want me to spoil the ending, although I'm not certain. But my understanding of the story is that Dorothy Pemberton basically unlocked the secrets of manifesting revisions. And she was she was able to do a bunch of things that she shouldn't have been able to do. And one of her things, I think it was end notes. No, it was irrationals. I'm just gonna hop around, sorry. Is it this one? Yeah, CC11. So somehow she went to France. Which she shouldn't have been able to do. And this was probably after... You know, she figured something out. Whatever. And when Cecil fed DP-08 into the machine, along with XY, both of them have notes saying, once the machine read this, it was able to comprehend something that I can't. Because its whole thing is the machine is able to somehow deduce or create unwritten things by using written things. So when she says, I'm assured of just one thing, he goes, what thing? I have to know, but she doesn't say. But the machine somehow magically is able to know that one thing. And so it is capable of something, whatever, that produced end piece. Where's EK? Oh. And so by deleting the book that Dorothy Pemberton read that allowed her to do time magic, quantum magic, we undid the condition that led to end peace. And in the final cutscene, we rewinded this machine to a state where there were only... Does it have a thing? Does it have a list? We rewinded it to a state where it only had 13 core things, 13 size, I guess. So that's neat. I think that's my understanding of the story. I don't really get why XY. I wish I had sort of found it on my own. The machine just told me to wipe CA-47. No, so I don't know what CA-47 means. I couldn't figure it out. Cart. Maybe that's the card catalog thing? I don't know. Code? I have no idea. It said wipe QM55, which got a bad ending. Wipe PK-37. Not this one.
The moon sword.
I thought I already had that one, but maybe that's the last
The
one.
moon sword.
Well, I typed that in completely by accident. Completely accidental. But I found something. Silence but for hiss. Flicker of daylight. Blue on the horizon. The thunder washes gently across the land. Silence but for hiss. You are a worm through time. We watch the rain, my brother and I, each alone with the elements, and far away our lives wait patiently for our return. There's no hurry. The storm will last forever. Watch the rain. I wanted to go to the last one I tried. The machine I was talking to the machine, I think maybe Cecil, and it told me delete QM55, which gave us the bad ending. That just destroyed the machine. XY78, which just gave us, I think, a good ending. I think. It rewinded. And to delete this one. And I don't know what ending...
hope this works.
I don't know what ending this will give us. Let's see. So, hold on, let me move my OBS so you can see what's happening here. Oh, please, please. You can see there's a thing ticking down. The first ending made it tick down to 0, and the whole thing shut down. The second one ticked it down to 13.
Abby, can you hear me?
And this one ticks it back to 36.
I can hear you. Is that you, Mr. Calderley?
Ah, good. There you are. The power ran very hot for a moment. I was concerned we'd blown a vacuum tube.
Is everything functioning as expected?
You're fine, Abby. He's being overprotective again.
Well, I mean, Alice, when you've built something with your bare hands.
I had a dream. A tangled story of a woman who married the wrong man.
My mother's been feeding in too many romance novels, Abby. Don't take them seriously, okay?
I think, yeah, oh wow. Okay, I think I
I'll
get
try
that.
not to, Alice.
Good. Well now, perhaps you're ready to do some work?
What do you need me to do?
Activate the machine, please.
I can do that.
What's next?
We'll start with a new entry. Alice?
The new code is AC85.
AC85. Okay.
All right, then let's begin.
Give it a rest, sis.
Oh, Liam's LI-44. Okay.
Well, thank you, William. Off you go then, Alice.
but I've just got set up.
Mum sent me to get both of you.
William's Billy.
Liam? Liam?
Abby, here you are.
Where would I be without you two bickering children, eh? Buried alive down here.
Liam.
I shouldn't wonder.
Will.
Come on,
William.
Alice. Shut it off for now.
He's Billy.
It's all right, Alice. I'll be here when you come back.
All right. Good night, Abby.
Good night.
Come on then. We better not keep her waiting.
I think that was my favorite. My favorite
Out
ending.
flew the web and floated wide. The mirror cracked from side to side. The curse is come upon me, cried.
So I don't think I like that. Can I skip this? I don't know that I want to watch it a second time. I don't know that I like that there was essentially one screen that told me the codes for all 3 of the endings that I saw, but that's a nitpick. I can't skip this? Oh, yes I can. Rewind to before ending. I tried going here. Okay, that is Liam, I can't go to it. Well, let's do this one. This is how we'll end stream. This is kind of embarrassing. So, Travis Wimhout Shokidal, author Camille Karana, except the author is actually me. I wrote this little thing about cheese. That's right. Doesn't the taste simply drive you mad? Wouldn't you do anything for another bite? Would you rob for it? Kill for it? I'd like to think I would never go so far, but if push came to shove, am I sure? I don't know. Final verdict, I give Hollerhawker 5 stars out of 5, making it the official Portsmouth Bulletin cheese of the week. Cecil says, what good is this when volume 18 of the literary review already exists? Wonderfully good.
Literary review, volume 18.
So it gives me little so by looking up people's submissions from real life, Blue Sky user submissions, we need the cheese review, Liam. Cecil. That's so funny. Frey, I think you were out of the... They have a list in the credits of all of the Blue Sky contributors and the codes that their little one single tweet long submissions where to find that code. I happened to see my name on that list, which I had completely forgotten I did this. It was several months ago. And I didn't even know it was for this project. I just wrote a little thing about Hollerhawker, which is one of my favorite kinds of cheese. And I just wanted something kind of eerily serious. And Cecil has linked it to volume 18 of the literary review, which I want to go find now. Where's my literary review? Where is LR? Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't expect to see my name. I looked at some of the names on the list, and then I looked away. There were hundreds of them, and I looked back and I saw my name out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh my god. How cool. Well, that's probably gonna do it for the stream. I might, on my own, hold on, let me move my camera again. You can see I've got 17 more names to find. And I'm digging this so much, I probably will try to do that. Maybe I'll do another stream. Maybe I'll do it on my own. I'll determine that, depending on how long I'm willing to wait before I play more of this game. But wow, it was really cool. I adored this. This is one of my favorite Inkle games I've played. Well, in the meantime, let's Saeed, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate you chilling. Go to bed. Get some sleep, buddy. Appreciate you. Much love, brother. Let's see. Am I gonna raid somebody? Am I gonna raid somebody? Let's raid I-8. I could raid, there are 3 other streamers playing TR-49, but and I maybe should support the community. Oh, the Bruins won. The Bruins beat the Montreal Canadiens. Get fucked, Canada. Just kidding. I don't have a problem with Canada. I do have a problem with Quebec. Okay, good night, everybody. Good night, Night Vale. Good night. Thanks for watching. Bye!